Another day, another ride. Hello dear viewer. On arrival I paused, wondering if I was in the right place. The area before me looked nice, but didn't resemble a campground. Not a tent or camper inside. A man stood by a small building next to some kayaks, beckoning me to come closer. With a grin from ear to ear, he confirmed my inquiry about the campground. The man practically pulled me off Tricsy to proudly show me the restrooms and give me a tour of the grounds. Bella, grandioso, he said, because besides Polish he spoke a few words of English and a little Italian. After all, Italy is a bellissimo country. That's why he named his dog Donna, who behaved like a prima donna. I needed Google Translate to figure out the price for a night. After I'd pitched my tent, he brought me a bowl of 3 different tomatoes, baby cucumbers, arugula, endive and basil, all from his own garden. It tasted delicious with dinner. That evening, another Dutch couple arrived with an old Volkswagen Transporter, converted into a camper. The campsite owner, who also owns a garage, found that vehicle much more interesting than my tricycle. Yesterday I was thrilled because I'd managed to repair the zipper of my inner tent. However, today's strong wind had completely ruined it, so I hung the mosquito net inside. It did indeed protect me from mosquito bites, but it didn't prevent an army of ants from crawling through my tent this morning, so my tent is no longer usable. Tricsy has also been using more oil again these past few days and is starting to make a somewhat rough sound. I've been experiencing some physical discomfort lately, which is increasing and making it uncomfortable to ride Tricsy. Given my medical history, I'm worried about it, which is preventing me from fully enjoying my trip. Last night I woke up in pain and I've barely slept since. I've therefore decided to cut my trip short and go home, because I want to be sure nothing serious is wrong with me. From the campsite it is about 1450 kilometers, which I want to cover in 3 days. I have to ride on the highway, otherwise it will take me at least 2 or 3 more days. So I arrived home safely. I also remember why I don't like riding on highways. You don't see much besides asphalt and other traffic. I didn't want to subject Tricsy to riding fast, so you get overtaken on all sides, except by the large number of trucks, which you have to try and pass yourself. Riding like that is very tiring for me. On day 2 I briefly considered riding home, but given previous experiences, that wouldn't have been wise. The hotel I had in mind in Braunschweig was fully booked, so I had to look for another one. They only offered a family room, which made the price quite high. Due to rush hour, roadworks and an accident, considering the number of ambulances and police cars it was quite a huge one, I experienced quite an amount of kilometers of traffic jams. Because you can fill the traffic with a motorcycle, I was able to significantly reduce the delays. And then suddenly you have 3 flashing lights. Okay, I could easily fix one of them myself by fueling Tricsy, but it was noticeable. Because Iron Brouwer Trading, the dealer where I bought Tricsy, was practically on my route, I went there to make an appointment and see if they could change the oil right away. Even though the mechanics were about to go home, they started extra early because of the heat. They did it for me. Thank you very much for that, Tim. I can go in for the major service on September 2nd. And if I get green lights from my doctors, I hope to be able to travel for a few more weeks after that.